Hello, my name's Mark, welcome to the video. Today I'm in West Yorkshire, in the rolling green hills of the countryside, just the other side of the border from Lancashire, and I'm in search of tench, and perhaps the odd roach as well. Oh, that's a sign of spring, isn't it? All little chicks out. So the hook baits for today are going to be predominantly red maggots. I've also got some worms, a bit of sweet corn and some hemp, which I'm going to put in the ground bait that I'll show you in a moment. And the ground bait that I'm going to be using is Census Gross Gordons and Census Lake. I've mixed that up there, I'll riddle it off shortly. I'm going to add a few grains of hemp seed to that and a few red maggots and put a couple of bowls in to start with. So just to explain about the rod and reel setup for today, got a little Ninja on there, 3-pound line straight through. I've got my midi carp waggler rod. It's currently set to 11 foot and you can set it by putting a dolly butt into 12 foot. And I wish I'd have done that because it's quite deep where I'm fishing. I've probably got around about 8 feet. So I'll get away with it, but I wish I'd have put the dolly butt in, but never mind. And the float we've got is one of these wonderful black bottom floats. You might have seen Andy Cowdery on one of my previous podcasts where we talk about them, but these are handmade, they're absolutely beautiful, and this is the first chance I've had to get out with them, so I'm really excited about that. It takes around about 3.5 BB, and I've got that shotted up with most of it round the locking shot area, and I've just got a small string of lighter shots, a number 6 and a couple of 8s, around about 20 inches from the hook. The hook is a size 16, it's a forged pattern because there are some tension here and I want to make sure I get them all in. And I'll be fishing around about 2 rod lengths out, that's where I've plumbed the depth. It's a sort of a dam wall area where I'm fishing, so it does drop quite steeply straight down and then it just sort of levels out there, so that's where I'm aiming to fish. So I'm going to kick things off by putting a couple of bowls of ground bait in like that. There's a few bits of hemp in there, a few red maggots, and I'm going to pop that a couple of rod lengths out. Right, got a couple of red maggots on the hook. I've put those couple of bowls of ground bait in around about 10 minutes ago. That's our first cast. So it really is a stunning setting here. It does get quite cold because it is reasonably high up in the hills, and I've just sort of positioned myself so I've got the wind to me back, so hopefully that's not going to affect the microphone too much, the wind, and keep me a little bit warmer as well. It is a lovely sunny day, got plenty of clouds in the sky, a bit of blue sky poking through as well. But it did drop to freezing last night, so it could be a hard day. The only thing is that this particular water, it's actually a dam and it is quite deep. So although there's been a sudden drop in temperatures, I'm hoping that the kind of quantity of water in here and the depth might mean that it keeps fairly stable and maybe not as affected by that sudden drop in temperatures last night. It's one of my theories again, you know I'm good for theories. So the sort of target species for today are tench, which again might be tricky, bearing in mind the low temperatures last night. And there's also some decent roach in here as well, apparently. It is a new club water. I won't be able to mention where it is, I'm afraid, just out of respect to the members. But yeah, I had a look at it about a month ago and thought, yeah, it'd be great to come and try to get a nice spring tench. So we'll see how we get on. So it's about half an hour gone now and I've had no bites, no indications. And what I've decided to do is just start trickling a few maggots and a few pieces of hemp in as well, using the magapult, just to see if it'll kickstart the peg a bit. It's one of those weird days at the moment. It's quite cloudy, so when the sun disappears behind one of the clouds it's really cold, and when it peeps out again you're too hot. You know, I'm sure you fished in them kind of days. Don't know whether to take layers off or put them on. I'll just put another maggot on. I'm on a triple maggot now, triple red maggot, just to see if that entices anything. I am seeing one or two bubbles a little bit further out now, probably, I don't know, maybe 4 rod lengths out, something like that. And I haven't plumbed the depth out there, but I'll have to see a little bit later on. If I don't do anything on this close in line, I will try further out. So just a bit of an update, we're a couple of hours into the session and I haven't had a bite yet. What I've done, I'd started out just a couple of rod lengths out, put a couple of bowls of ground bait out there, and I've been sprinkling loose feed over the top. That's hemp and red maggots. And then what I saw about 4 rod lengths out was the odd sort of pinprick bubble coming out, and I thought, are they tench out there, so is it worth trying that? So what I did was I started casting over that line without any bites, but then I fed that line as well. I put a couple of bowls of ground bait 4 rod lengths out now as well, and I'm alternating between both lines, the 2 rod lengths out and the 4 rod lengths out. And what I've also been doing is I've been chopping and changing bait. So I've been trying double and triple maggots, I've been trying corn, and I've been trying full worms and part worms as well, parts of worms. So trying all the options that I've got available. I'm fighting the urge to go on the feeder. I want to see if I can catch something on the float, to be quite honest, so I'm going to persist a bit longer, hoping something's going to come along now. But what I am also going to do is completely stop feeding for a while, because it was really cold last night, and what I don't want to do is overfeed the fish, and you know, maybe that's what's happening, I don't know, but let's see. So you can see what you've got to put on when the sun disappears behind those clouds. It's really cold up here, so I've got me 3 or 4 extra layers on already. Let's hope it comes out behind those clouds very soon. I can take a few of these off. Oh, missed bite. Missed bite. Well, that's the second bite I've had. A good 2.5 hours into the session. And I'd had a bite on worm about 10 minutes ago, swapped over to a bunch of red maggots and just had another bite. And I'll be honest, I was messing with the camera and didn't strike quick enough, and met with no resistance when I did eventually strike. So at least it's promising that I'm getting bites, because it's been a real tough morning so far. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that some tench have moved in. Look at that, tiny little tench. Very welcome, to be quite honest. After 3 hours of no fish, had a couple of bites, and then I've just had this little beauty. Fantastic. Let's get it back. Well, I've just come onto that near side swim and hooked into something much better, a bigger tench I think it is. Hasn't quite woken up yet. Let's see if I can get it in the net. I don't think it knows it's hooked just at the moment, but oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful. There we go, fantastic. That's what we came for. Beautiful, beautiful tench. Let's rest it a minute and then show you what it looks like in a minute or two. Caught, you can see, on a bunch of red maggots. And I got that on the near side swim. I just thought I'd give the near side swim a couple of rod lengths out ago, and float sailed away, and we've got that lovely, lovely tench. So good news, tench number 2, and they're getting bigger. The bank to put this back in further away. There we go. Great news, beautiful fish. See if we can get another one. Oh, that feels better. Spring sunshine and a tench in the net. Fantastic. I looked into something else and it's tore off. It feels like it might have got into some kind of snag out there. So I'm going to have a little walk up the bank, see if I can take my landing net with me. See if I can get it from a different angle. Yeah, just on that furthest swim again. So, oh, I don't know what that's gone under, but definitely feels like another tench, but it bolted off and sort of snarled itself up in something. It just feels like a solid resistance now, so walk a little bit further up here. So you get a different angle on it. Oh, yep, there we go. That's got it out. Always worth trying a different angle. Let's see if I can walk back down to my peg. It's taking me for a walk, is this? I don't know about the other way around. Right, let's see if we can get this out. It's definitely a feisty fish. Don't know what it took me under, but there's a carp in here. I'm struggling to think there's a carp. No, it's a nice tench. It's a nice tench. Not ready yet. Very, very powerful fish. Giving me the run around. Only on quite light line, so nice bend in that rod. And it's in. Superb. Lovely tench in the net. Give it a little rest and then we'll have a look at it. Beautiful fish, aren't they, a tench? Look at those lovely red eyes. I'll get it back in a moment, but just got to admire this for a minute or two, don't we? Absolutely wonderful. Let's get it back. Well, that's tench number 3. That one gave us a right run around and got snagged up somewhere out there. But yeah, we got it in. Let's see if we can get a few more. But if not, 2 nice tench and a little baby tench. What more could we wish for? Time for a brew and a protein bar. Cheers. That's tench number 4. Such beautiful fish, aren't they? Yeah, just spat the hook out. Look at that, lovely fish. Beautiful colours. Absolutely stunning, and that teddy bear eye. That came in much easier than the last one. Okay, let's get it back. Tiny little tench. Look how beautiful it is. Perfect. Let's get it back. And that's what I've caught them all on. 3 red maggots on a size 16. Another little pristine tench. Look at that little thing. How cute is that? So I'm on that routine where we say, well, I'll just have one more cast and then another one more cast and then another one more cast. And what I've done, I've brought my float quite close in, pretty much close to the tip of the rod now. And I just dropped it in there earlier and I did have a bite and I missed it. So I'm just going to give it a few more minutes there. See if I can get another fish. I know further out where I've been feeding, you know, the sort of 2 rods out and 4 rods out where I've been catching all the fish, there's been nothing, there's been no more bites, so yeah, struggled a bit. And here comes the rain. It's been a funny old day. It's been cold this morning, and then the sun came out and brightened things up and felt lovely and warm and spring-like, and I caught a few tench, and then it's cooled down a bit and now we've got some rain. So I'm going to give it a couple more minutes because I haven't got my brolly just here with me. It's in car, just a little walk away, but let's just see if I can get anything here, and then if not, we'll wrap things up. Rain's coming down, so I'm going to wrap things up there, but it's been an interesting day. I've ended up with 6 tench, 3 of those little tiny tench and then 3 bigger ones that give me a right little scrap on the float rod, so that was good fun. It's been a good day. It took about 3 hours to get a first bite. Started off really cold this morning. We got freezing temperatures overnight, and as it warmed up, I think the tench started to get a bit more active and I started to catch a few, which was great. So it's been a wonderful setting that I've fished in today. I'm surrounded with trees and hills and you name it, all sorts of wildlife. So it's been great to be back on the bank, great to be creating these videos again. Thanks very much for watching. Enjoy your own fishing and watch out for the next video. Thanks very much.